You're watching Fox 13's Good Day Tampa Bay.
I'm going to take you to Sarasota today, and we're going to take you to the Sarasota Trading Company. This place is cool. So much. It is jam-packed with unique antiques. Think art. Art meets antique meets history, all inside this building. Every other month they do an auction where they auction off some great stuff. Once a month they do a little What's It Worth show. We're like kind of like a la Antiques Roadshow. But every day they're here selling their wares, and they travel the world to find the most interesting artifacts to sell. And they got a great estate sale out of Richmond, Virginia, which came with all of this Chinese and Asian art and big pieces. So we're going to show you a lot of that this morning. We're going to tell you about the upcoming auction, going to tell you about what it's worth if you want to come get something appraised, and we're going to have a good day in Sarasota at the Sarasota Trading Company.
Well, there's someone behind you who clearly cannot wait to be on TV because...
Yes, Janet Casserly.
She was waving and shouting. Hi,
she's very excited that we are here. She's very excited. You excited, Janet? Yes, she's English too, so everything's brilliant.
Oh,
brilliant, she says. It's brilliant.
Can't wait to see
We're going to
the
have a
cool
brilliant
finds.
good day.
All right, Charlie, thank you.
Russell Rhodes, Sarasota Trading Company, where each room you're just going to see some beautiful, amazing things. Oh, I'm seeing something beautiful and amazing right now, in fact. Each room you look in, you just don't know what you're going to find. Museum quality, something different every time you visit because inventory's always coming in and going out. Stick around. You're going to meet the treasure hunter responsible for this place as we all try to have a good day, Tampa Bay. We'll hold it for next week. We're running out of time. I'm in Sarasota at the Sarasota Trading Company. Going to tell you about this unique antique store when Good Day Tampa Bay continues. You never know what you might find at 522 South Pineapple Avenue in Sarasota, but you'll probably find something beautiful and old. Oh, right when they come to me, I say and old. Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charlie Belcher coming to you from Sarasota. Meet the beautiful Ford family, Andrew and Lathrop. I was all prepared to say that, and then I chickened out at the very end.
It's
Lathrop.
so okay.
That's a beautiful name,
Thank
Lathrop.
you.
And young Andrew.
Yes.
Yeah, truly a family affair here. Andrew, how did you get into the antique business?
Through family. We grew up behind an antique shop originally, and when I moved to Florida here in the early 80s, was always fascinated with collecting and got in the business in the 90s.
Your place is different, I think, than almost any other similar type business I've been in.
Sure.
Very museum quality feeling. Now, I don't say that as an insult. I know everything's for sale. Don't say museum, Belcher. But there's something about the uniqueness of everything I'm seeing here.
Yeah, we've got a combination of Impressionism, abstract paintings, a large Chinese and Asian collection that we have here as well. So it's a combination of things, but very high, upmarket.
And that is because that's what you found. It's not like you're not necessarily an Asian antique shop. It's just you hit a score in Richmond, Virginia.
Exactly. We've been handling a lot of Chinese antiquities for the past 20 years, but one large collection led to what this store looks like today.
But you're also seeing a big market for that right now.
It's hot stuff right now. The Chinese market in general, Southeast Asia, they're all buying back, repatriating their antiques. And
are you guys out there treasure hunting together?
Always.
Yeah?
Always. We're at auctions, we travel, we take him with us. We love it. It's our life.
You getting an eye for the antiquities, are you?
Yes.
All right, good. Well, stick around, everybody, because we're going to talk about an auction that's coming up that they do about every other month. Then we're going to talk about getting your own antiques perhaps appraised. What's it worth? They do every month. And then, I don't know, Andrew and I might just try not to break anything. That's our goal for the day, all right? All right. Stick around, everybody. We're having a good day in Sarasota. We hope you stay tuned and have a good day.
And then Charlie Belcher is in Sarasota this morning at the Sarasota Trading Company, right? Hey, Charlie.
That's right, Laura Jane. And sometimes I've been calling this, like, it reminds me of a museum. And I say that because in a lot of antique stores, you don't find things that are 1,500 years old. But these death masks date back to 5th century Egypt. You can't even take things like this or buy things anymore. They won't let this stuff leave the country, but it did at some point back in the day, and it now found its way all the way to Sarasota. You never know what you might find here, and it changes on a regular basis. When we come back, I'm going to tell you about an auction that they are going to be having coming up soon, later toward the end of the month, and how you can get involved and come see what goes for the highest bids.
You want to do it?
I was going to say, and that's where Abe and Josephine are at.
Exactly. And Charlie Belcher, though, is in the Sarasota Trading Company this morning. We'll check in with him when we come back. Stay with us.
522 South Pineapple Avenue. That is where you will find the Sarasota Trading Company. Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charlie Belcher, coming to you from Sarasota this morning. And really neat little area of downtown where we're sitting right now. There's lots around it. It's just a neat, I bet this is a pretty vibrant area.
This is the historic Burns Court area. It's the early part of where Sarasota was downtown area was settled. So you have some old historical homes here and businesses.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Cool vibe around here. Yeah, Andrew Ford, by the way, owner of this place. And Crystal is here to talk to us about an auction that's coming up later this month. And I think you guys try to do this about every other month is how it works out. What is this auction that's coming up? First of all, when's it going to be, Crystal?
It's going to be May 26th. We're going to start around 11 a.m. People can find our items at SarasotaEstateAuction.com, and we're going to have about 800 of them, so there's something for everyone.
Wow, SarasotaEstateAuction.com, because you can actually bid online. You don't have to be in person.
No, in-house is fun. It's like a rodeo. We're just trying to keep up with Andrew, but we can buy online and on the phone.
Nice.
So there's lots of options.
So, Andrew, what sort of things are we going to see at this particular auction?
This auction will feature fine art, European American fine art, and a large collection of Chinese antiquities, Qing Dynasty pieces. We have a large wedding bed, a lot of museum quality pieces, large cloisonné censers, tremendous amounts of porcelains, silver, bronzes, a little of everything.
Right. Crystal, do I have to register ahead of time?
If you're going to bid online, you have to register ahead of time, or you could be a phone bidder. That's really fun, too. We'll be in-house doing the phone with you while you're bidding live with everyone in-house. So there's a few different options.
And then if I want to come to the actual auction itself, it's not here on site, right? Where is it?
No, we're over off Lockwood Ridge, 6030 North Lockwood Ridge Road. And I always say, come in-house. We have drinks, we have food. And Andrew, what you don't see online is Andrew talks about each item in depth and really gives you the history, makes you want to buy it.
What time does everything start off on the 26th?
Around 11 o'clock, 10 a.m. if you want to register early with us and get a good seat.
And she's right. I do like talking to Andrew about old stuff. And in fact, I shouldn't even pick this up. Tell me, in fact, here, you hold it. And tell everybody about that.
This is actually, it's kind of interesting here in Florida. This is a piece of sunken treasure. This is Ming Dynasty porcelain. And this was actually, you can see the barnacles that are still on the foot of this piece. This is a blue and white piece of Chinese ware that was coming over, part of the Silk Road trade, coming out of China, making its way west, and it got as far as an island essentially right off the coast of Vietnam. And in the 1990s, squid fishermen who were dragging their nets were picking up shards of blue and white porcelains and bringing them back to port. And they found this collection.
What year do you think?
This is from the 1500s, 1490 to around 1510. And it helps having a sunken ship like this because you can actually date this exactly when the ship sunk. And the Vietnamese government created a salvage effort to bring up all these pieces, over 100,000 pieces.
Valued at thousands of dollars, as I carefully set this down. When we come back, we're going to talk about what's that worth. Andrew knows what it's worth, and he'll even appraise something that you might have at home. They do that once a month. We'll talk about what it's worth. I can tell you what a good day is worth. It's worth its weight in gold. So stick around and do your best to make it a good day, Tampa Bay. Hello, Russell Rhodes. I know you know quite well an interior designer, and I would assume interior designers would love Sarasota Trading Company. Look at this. This, not necessarily for this piece, but you never know. I mean, that's a Buddha. And that's a bunch of Buddhas. I like this piece. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I like it. It makes me feel a little relaxed. When we come back, how do you figure out what this stuff is worth? Well, that's one of their specialties at Sarasota Trading Company, figuring out what's it worth. They'll even help you once a month figure out what it's worth. For what it's worth, we'll be right back.
There it is. Whoa, hey, checking back in with Charlie Belcher right now. Hey.
I was about to wander away, and the producer in my ear said, stand by. So
don't. Stay with us, please.
I do as I'm told. I'm a rule follower. Sometimes I wander, though. There's a lot to see here. There's a lot to catch your eye, so it's hard not to be distracted at Sarasota Trading Company. That's where I am this morning. We are 522 South Pineapple.
Yes.
Oh, I remember the address. Look at me. remembering things. 522 South Pineapple in Sarasota, and really a cool place. We talked about an auction coming up later in the month. This is Andrew and his lovely wife, Lathrop. I love that name, Lathrop. And then this is Janet Casserly, who also works here and has for many years.
That's correct.
And we're talking about what it's worth.
Sure.
Because you actually offer that up, what, once a month? You do a little...
Once a month we do a Facebook Live program when people bring things in, and we give them valuations on some of their antiques that they've had in their collections.
And I would assume you're always looking for items. If somebody does have that attic full of stuff, or perhaps, sadly, you've lost a relative and you had a house full of stuff,
sure,
you're probably good people to call.
Yeah, we come out, we buy, we give verbal appraisals, we consign for the auction as well as the shop. People invite us to dinner parties, and I always tell them I'm bringing my checkbook just in case there's anything to buy.
The great thing about it is Florida, people move here, they retire here, and they bring the best of the best. So we have the best. They only bring the best when they move here.
You make a good point. People from around the country, they retire, so you're getting antiques from across the country, really.
Absolutely. And then we sell it online.
You're right.
Yeah, at the auction all over the world. Because a lot of it's not for Florida, a lot of it's for all over the world, for people everywhere.
But all right. So folks at home, you see this and you see this. They both look handmade to me. They both look old. I mean, so Andrew, one's worth significantly more than the other. I shouldn't even be holding that one.
Yeah, you're right. This is in the few $1,000s range, and a plate that looks very similarly decorated in blue and white, also of terracotta, Chinese, handmade, just like you said. But a dish like this is probably more in the $75 range. And it's a fine line. This was probably made 100 years ago. This is made 500 years ago. And if you